Sure. Thanks, Amani. Thanks for your help. Hi, guys. How are you all? I'm Rakshit Singh and I'm the Business Development Manager for South Asia for IBAT. I take care of whole South Asia as a continent for IBAT. So, in case you have any query related to any country that you might be, present in or recruiting from, please feel free to reach out to them and they'll reach out to me. Um, IBAT is stands for Institute of Business and Technology. This is our full form. Institute of Business and Technology, and our name which student calls us by in the name which student likes, or you guys can also use this, is IBAT in IBAT Dublin. But our name is Institute of Business and Technology. We are in collaboration with a public university which is ranked currently number 2 in Ireland, which is ATU, Atlantic Technological University. So ATU stands for Atlantic Technological University and IBAT stands for Institute of Business and Technology. These are two different institutions which has come in partnership, which is specifically PPP, public private partnership. It is a one of a kind partnership in overall Ireland, wherein we are providing you for certain programs, we are providing you a degree with a public university. So the student will get a public university degree studying at IBAT campus in Dublin. This is actually not an accreditation, it is a pure partnership wherein every degree, every single module has been decided by both the organization. Coming to why your student should go to Ireland. So first and foremost, it is an English spoken country, which makes it a prime choice for a student who are looking for international education from an English spoken country or an English country like UK or US or Canada. Ireland has also, the first language is English. They do have Irish language, but that is their traditional language and they want to keep it as a tradition. They don't want to share their traditions with other cultures as a mandatory requirement, but in case someone wants to learn it, they're free to learn it out. It is also known as Innovation Hub. Ireland is known as Innovation Hub. Reason being, Fortune 500 group has the largest company presence overall in Ireland in the whole European Union. So Ireland is a part of European Union, and if you are looking at a good job in an MNC, you should choose Ireland as your destination because that has got all the corporate hub for the big Fortune 500 group. You talk about Meta, talk about Microsoft, Apple, LinkedIn, Oracle, or any other big company, you will find it in Ireland, specifically in Dublin, because Dublin is the capital of Ireland, and these companies are situated in Dublin. We are in Dublin, so the student does not have to worry about full-time job and part-time jobs also. Ireland has got good ranking in terms of World Happiness Index. It falls on third number. World Safety Index again on third number, and in the form of work-life balance, it falls on second number. So it is one of the countries where you can get a good life after your graduation or after your masters. If you're looking at a economical cost of education, Ireland is a place for you guys because it is not US wherein you have to spend lakhs and lakhs of money to get a degree and to sustain yourself in the country. Here, the education cost is pretty economical. If you talk about living, it is also under efficient economy. If you talk about post-study work permits, so after your graduation, that is technically bachelor's of a level 8 degree, your student will be able to get 1 year of stay back after that. And if you talk about master's program, your student will be eligible to get 2 years of stay back after masters, which is again a prime choice for student because student wants to go to a country where they have good study permits. Talking about the um companies which are present and for which we have collaboration. This specific slide have certain names. Apart from this, we have in total 400 plus companies who are in collaboration with IBAT for their job placements. So how job placement functions in Ireland, it is like any other international destination where we'll keep job fairs every 2 months and you can take advantage of job fairs from these many companies, these top ranked companies and other 400 companies, wherein you will be able to getting to meet the HR department, the recruitment managers and lot other people sorry, that will help you to get a good reference in the industry. Microsoft, Apple, Dell, LinkedIn, Oracle, Kingston, every big company are in collaboration with IBAT. Now, why is this so? We are a 22 years old institution in total. So we are not a new institution. We have been there for 2 decades in Ireland. We were more focused on the European market initially, but as the requirement increases for Ireland education, we have also started our higher education programs, which are technically bachelor's and master's, that gives you provision for visa. So we have two campuses, Wallington Q and Frederick Street. Both are located in the city center of Dublin. This is one of the building from the Wallington Q campus, which is the main campus. And technically, this is an administrative building. It is a very huge campus wherein we have a strength of 4,000 students per year from more than 50 different nationalities. So you can imagine the amount of exposure your students are going to get. Why study it at IBAT? We have spoken a lot about it. Just adding one more pointer over here is about the class size because that matters a lot. So we have small classroom structure wherein we cater to 50 to 60 students in a day, sorry, in a classroom at a particular schedule. So we have multiple schedule from multiple days, and we have a 3 day policy at IBAT wherein every student has to study for only 3 days, and 4 days they can take out for themselves, which gives us also higher chances of making more classes for every students. The programs that we offer right now for bachelor's, master's, and certificate programs, these are three categories of program. One important point to focus over here, the certificate program and the master's program. These two categories of programs are provided by ATU. So the student is going to get a public university degree. Talking about our bachelor's program awarding body is QQI, studying at IBAT. So IBAT is the college, and the degree accreditation that you will be getting will be from QQI. So IBAT will be awarding you a degree with a QQI accreditation, QQI certification. What is QQI? QQI stands for Quality and Qualification for Ireland. It is technically like, for example, AMBA, which is again an accreditation for business, right? QQI is also a similar type of accreditation. If you talk about the categories of programs, so we have level 6, 7, 8, and 9. So what is this, level? What are these levels? So, like you have it in UK NFQ levels. Similarly, over here also you have same NFQ levels, level 6, 7, 8, 9. Now I'll simply compare it with Indian education policy so that you can remember which level student is coming into and which level he can go for. Because student can only go for the next level uh, from his previous education or the existing degree. So level 6 stands for class 12th in India. Level 7 stands for 3-year graduation in India. Level 4 stands for 4-year graduation in India, or postgraduate diplomas or higher end diplomas. Again, they all fall under level 8 category, and masters fall for level 9 in India and also in Ireland. Now, talking about class 12. So, let's say if a student has done a graduation, oh, sorry, a diploma after class 10, which level will he fall? So, these diplomas which are given after class 10th or after class 12th, they fall either in the form of level 7 or level 6, not more than that. But any certification that is done after, sorry, any diploma that is done after graduation that needs a basic bachelor's degree to get enrolled, these all diploma will fall under level 8. For example, B.Ed. B.Ed is a type of, degree or a diploma, we can say, which falls in the level 8 because the entry requirement is that students should have studied a bachelor's degree. Okay, so this is a little bit clarity about the NFQ levels. This is also known as QQI level. So QQI is actually the awarding body or the body which decides the level of education in India. QQI stands for Quality and Qualification in Ireland, and it is a body within the Education Ministry of Ireland. So Education Ministry has actually made that particular body to monitor the education all from every different country and nationality, and make them to study our relevant education in Ireland. Okay. Now coming to the first category of program, which is certification and access for higher education. This is a program which is given to a student from class 12th student also, class 12th background also, and to a student from their business background also, technically bachelor's background also. So for example, if a student has completed class 12th or a student has completed a bachelor's degree, both the category of students are eligible for this certification, because the name itself suggests that it gives you an access for higher education. That means it is a foundation program which can be given to a pre bachelorate student also, or to a bachelorate student also. Okay, now there is a slight difference in the requirement. There is, one additional requirement in terms of student going after class 10th, sorry, class 12. So let's dig down in the requirements. First is intake. So we have four intake: April, February, June, and September. Currently, only September is open because we have already, filled our seats for these April and June intake. Academic requirements. So we require 65% in class 12. For class 12 students going after class 12, there are two basic requirements that needs to be filled for this certificate program. First is mathematics requirement. So the student should have mathematics in their class 12 with a minimum grade of C to get eligible for this program. The second subject that the student should be a regional language other than English. It can be Hindi, Urdu, Punjabi, Spanish, French, any language other than English with a mathematics subject in class 12. Student is perfectly eligible with 65% and above. If a student has already done graduation, they just need to show their mathematics in class 12th. Again, class 12th result will be considered only with a mathematics of grade C. There is no requirement of regional language for graduate students. Classes, so we have 3-day class policy. Like I told you earlier, also, any program that you study will give you a 3-day class in a week only. English requirement. Good thing about Ireland is that Ireland accepts all type of English tests. Only condition that you need to process an English examination test. It can be IELTS, PT, Duolingo, TOEFL, Cambridge. TOEFL home based, Duolingo is anyways home based. All examinations are accepted. Only academic scores will be accepted. No general scores will be accepted for the English requirements. Now, what scores do we require? So, because this program is given by ATU, which is a public university, we need 5 overall, not less than 4.5. Irish embassy requirement itself is 5 overall, not less than 4. So you are still, on the higher end. So technically you are eligible for the visa. Price point. So we have this certification for 1 year. 6859 is the overall cost for 1 year of education. That includes the health insurance as well. PSW, because this is a foundation program, there is no PSW in this. Gap that we accept is up to 3 years. The maximum age that you can apply in terms of 12th student also, or in terms of graduate students also, is 21. Any student above 21, please do not apply. They will not be able to get visas because this is a level 6 program. Okay. Now, student going for bachelor's program. So there is no mandatory requirement that the student has to go through a certificate. They can also apply to directly to the bachelor's program after class 12th as well. There are two categories of program: level 7 and level 8. Level 7 program is a simple bachelor's in business, and level 8 is bachelor's honors degree in business. These two program has one major difference in these two program. The first one, level 7, does not have a PSW. So the student will not be eligible to get any PSW after completing this program. Level 8 does have a PSW of 1 year. So why is this huge difference between these two programs? Simply because the Irish embassy has a rule, has a policy that only student who are studying a minimum of level 8 degree in Ireland will be eligible to get a PSW. Any level lower than level 8 will not be eligible to get any PSW. So now you might worry that while students should go to a level 7, student might not be eligible for that directly level 8 program, so they have to go through a level 7 program. Now, in those cases, students who are going for level 7 program from India or respective home countries to Ireland to study a level 7 program, the duration of both the programs is anyways 3 years. So duration is not changed, exactly 3 years. First, level 7 program is a 3-year program. Student will study for 3 years for this program, and after that there are two choices. If the student have a job, it's well and good. No questions asked. You can directly apply your uh, work visa and go for your full-time job. If a student does not have a job, either he has to go to a home country, back to the home country, and apply again for any other program, or they can directly enroll for our top up program, which is 1 year of level 8. Technically, we'll make them study the last year of level 8, and after that, they will be eligible for the PSW. So, every student is going to get a PSW, irrespective the course has a PSW or not. Same goes for certificate also. Certificate you study for 1 year, and after that, you can go for level 8 bachelor's. Again, 4 years of studies, but you're getting 1 year of stay back after that. Okay. Gap that we accept is up to 5 years. No questions asked what a student was doing, but the embassy will require a document what a student was doing for these gap years after class 12. So you need to process all those documents to the embassy. Maximum age that you can apply for bachelor's is maximum of 25. No student more than 25 should apply for the bachelor's program. Okay. Now, one interesting thing over here that we do have scholarships for this program. Before coming to the scholarship, let's dig down in the entry requirements for these programs. Almost 80-90% we have similarities with the entry requirements. Intake we have September for level 7, only September, and for level 8 we have February and September. Right now September are open for both. Academically we require 55% and 60%. Now here also mathematics becomes the mandatory requirement for level 8 program. So any student applying for level 8 program, mathematics is a mandatory requirement because this degree is given by QQI. And whenever QQI comes in the picture, mathematics becomes the mandatory requirement for to get an accreditation or a recognizable degree by QQI. So mathematics in class 12 is a mandatory requirement, again grade C. Here also mathematics is a mandatory requirement, but there are certain cases, for example, if a student has not studied mathematics but has computer science and has very good percentile like 90% and above or 85% and above with a good score of 6.57, we can still consider them, admission team can still consider them only based on application to application basis. There is no guarantee that the student will get an offer letter, but I'll try my best to get you the offer letter for this student. Okay, with non-maths. Classes again 3 days a week. English again, all English examinations accepted. Here, one more thing is accepted in English requirement, which is medium of instruction. If a student have studied English in the previous education, which is not more than 5 years ago. So 5 years तक वो mandatory valid है. After 5 years वो valid नहीं है. The student has to mandatorily give any English examination. So for example, if I completed my class 12th in 22, I'm still eligible to get an MOI from my institution or my school and submit it for the application. ठीक है? But एम्बेसी के लिए मैंडेटरी रिक्वायरमेंट है इंग्लिश टेस्ट सो यू नीड टू गिव इट इंग्लिश टेस्ट एनी हाउ Duolingo, TOEFL, Cambridge, any examination, you just process Duolingo for time being, or take an offer letter with MOI. But please make sure that when you file a visa, there should be an English test in that particular visa file. Okay, with good scores. So the price point for level 7 bachelor's is 6081. This is a per year fees. Again, the course is for 3 years. For level 8 is 7115. This is also a per year fees, insurance included in both. Again, for per year, and again, it's a 3 year program. PSW level 7, you will not get any PSW. Level 8, you will have 1 year of PSW. Gap that we accept is up to 5 years, maximum of 25 years of age. Now, what about scholarships? So, because the fee structure might be, huge when it comes to Ireland, you have to show the overall amount of your living expenses plus your tuition fees for every year of education. If the course is for 3 years, the fund should be for 3 years. That means your living expenses and your fees should be there for 3 years. First year education fees, anyhow, you have to pay. That is a mandatory law by the embassy that you need to pay your fees if your fees is less than 6,500 euros or 6,500 euros. In both the cases, it is very near to 6,500 euros. So we are getting first year of tuition fees from the student and releasing the letter of acceptance after that. So scholarship, talking about scholarship again, 7115 is the international fees and 6081 is the international fees that the student has to pay for the first year of education. Second year and third year, student will get a discount on the on the tuition fees of 38% overall for 2 years. That means for second year, you have to pay 4399, at third year also 4399 for the bachelor's program. Okay, so this is the fee structure for second year and third year. First year it's 7115. So the overall discount that you might see is around 38% in the overall expenditure for the fees. So instead of paying 23 lakhs for 3 years of education, you will only pay 16 lakhs for 3 years of education, near about 16 lakhs. Okay. Now coming to the master's program, which is the major, spotlight of this session,
Sir, I have
is
one doubt, sir.
yes,
Sir,
Iman.
actually, yeah, level 7 and level 8, you are saying, no, sir, both duration is 3 years only, sir.
Yes, it's a
Duration.
3-year program.
So, what is the difference, sir? When student is opting for level 8, what is the requirement that we have to check?
So it's firstly you need to check the percentage. Percentage
Okay,
is the only difference in the entry requirement because our English requirement is exactly the same, right? So
okay,
percentage you need 60% in class 12 with a mandatory mathematics, so with a grade C. Here the
okay.
55% in class 12 with a mandatory requirement of mathematics. Conditional basis non-mathematics can be accepted. Clear?
Oh, yes, sir.
What is the
Yes.
difference between these two is the credit number of credits that the student is going to get. Okay, that
Okay,
is what decides the PSW.
okay, okay, fine.
Thus, this is an honors degree and this is a simple bachelor degree. Okay,
Okay, but both duration is 3 years only.
3 years. Yes,
Depends
yes,
upon the percentage, we have to segregate.
yes.
Okay, sir.
Okay, talking about the MSc programs. So this is the program MSc in Business Management and MSc in Marketing. These are two programs that your students can study. Good thing about our business management program that this is a conversion program by ATU. All the non-business graduate coming from a level 8 degree background, technically a 4-year education, are eligible for masters in business management. Okay, so what is difference between marketing? So for marketing, obviously we need a business degree because this is a specialization in one of the subject of marketing. Sorry, one of the subject of business, which is marketing. So we need a mandatory marketing module in the level 8 category of programs of bachelor's from business, which is not possible in India specifically because we do have only two business subjects in India, BCom and BBA, right? Both the courses fall under the category of level 7. So all these students will have to do a top-up program for level 8, and after that they can come for level 9 degree. I'll explain in detail about this program also, but first coming to the business management program. Your BTech student, pharma, agriculture, or any other 4-year degree, LLB or B.Ed, in fact, B.Ed students also, any 4-year degree with a non-business background is eligible for the business management program. Okay. Only condition 4-year degree होनी चाहिए, non-business होनी चाहिए. Student is perfectly eligible. ठीक है. नाउ लेट्स टॉक अबाउट द एंट्री रिक्वायरमेंट. दोनों के लिए सेम है एग्जैक्टली. बस थोड़ा एंट्री में चेंज है, वो सारी मार्केटिंग के लिए अभी हम डिस्कस करेंगे. Intake, we have two intake, January and September. September is open. Academically, we require 55% in graduation with a level 8 degree or a 4-year degree. Classes 3 days a week, same. Because this is an ATU program, we require IELTS 6 overall, not less than 5.5 is mandatory. PTE 55 overall, not less than 52, again mandatory. Duolingo 105, not less than 100, mandatory. TOEFL 80, Cambridge, Trinity, or any other examination, all examinations are accepted. Okay. Price point 13067, 13,067 euros is the price for 1 year of master's degree in Ireland at IBAT, studying from getting a degree from ATU. PSW, you'll get 2 years of PSW after this master's. Gap that we accept is no bar, literally no bar, and there is no problem in the visa as well. because we have secured visa for up to 55 years of age. So no problem in terms of gap. In terms of backlogs, we don't have any problem as an institution. But because I've seen there has been lot of movement in terms of entry requirements with respect to embassies usually looking at the number of backlogs. If you are able to justify it, why you had so many backlogs. For example, I had one student who got his leg fractured and he could not attend the whole year. He had 32 backlogs, right? Because that was medical issue, he was able to secure visa, wherein I had students, and there are a number of students who had 15-20 backlogs, and they were rejected by the embassy. But in terms of moderate amount of backlogs, I would say 10 to 12 backlogs are more than enough to apply for the visa. If you go above that, visa will be an issue. We don't have any issue. We'll give you uh, of a letter even within extended year also. So no issues in terms of institution, but embassy has their own requirements sometimes. So please make sure that the profile is strong for to apply for visa. Okay. So business management, I think it's pretty clear for everyone. Now let's go for marketing. So like I said, that we need a level 8 degree with business module to get into marketing, because there is no provision other than having an existing MBA degree to get directly into marketing. Your students have to go to a level 8 program. So what you'll see, that you applied for masters in marketing, but the offer letter has come for bachelor's honors degree in business. Why that this happened? And you might see difference in the number of years as well for education. Some might have 3 years, some might have 2 years, some might have 1 year. So what happens? We check the modules of existing modules of student. We match it with our years. And if let's say if the student matches 65% and above, he'll go to second year. He matches 85 and above, he'll go to the third year. 65 से नीचे जो भी होगा वो फर्स्ट ईयर में ही आएगा. ठीक है. अब अगर मैं इसको दोनों डिग्री को ब्रेक डाउन कर दूं कि कौन सी डिग्री किस में जाएगी, बिकॉज दो ही डिग्री है इंडिया में बिजनेस की, बीकॉम एंड बीबीए, राइट? सो द बीकॉम स्टूडेंट विल 80% of the time will go to the second year. BBA student 80% of the time will go to the third year of education for level 8. Technically BBA वाला स्टूडेंट को 2 साल पढ़ना पड़ेगा. पहले साल उनकी फीस रहेगी 7115, सेकेंड ईयर 4399, एंड दे विल बी एलिजिबल फॉर PSW. थर्ड ईयर में जो जा रहा है, फॉर एग्जांपल BBA स्टूडेंट, he will have to only pay 7115, study for 1 year, and will be eligible for PSW of 1 year. Or any category of student can go to the masters after completing bachelor's. Doesn't matter he has done from starting or the through a top up program. Okay, that is totally a student's choice. Now you might see that student had BCom, student had BBA, but still the offer
Rakshit,
letter
one question, sorry, but wouldn't BBA and BCom students be targeting for the masters one? Why would they be going for the bachelor's courses?
now, like I explained, that because BBA and BA falls under level 7 category in the QQI list. So technically, all the level 9 degree should have a level 8 existing degree. Sorry, every student who is applying for level 9 degree should have an existing degree of level 8. So this is the reason that we are making them complete a level 8 degree with a top up or without a top up. After that, it's their choice whether they want to go through to a PSW or they want to go to a master's program. Clear?
Understood. Thank you very
Oh,
much.
Sir, I
okay,
have one
perfect.
doubt, sir.
Yes,
If,
yes.
if student complete level 7, that is,
Mhm.
then after they can apply for to gain level 8, they can apply for 1 year course. That is same for bachelor's honors only, I think so.
Yes, 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 yes. So let's say there are two categories of students over here. One is who has studied from IBAT with a level 7 degree, and one is who has studied from India, BCom or BBA. Okay. For students who have studied from IBAT for a level 7 degree or any other institution in Ireland from who has a level 7 degree in business, we are happy to take them to our last year of level 8. Okay. Now students who are coming from different countries will obviously match their modules. If they fit within the first year, second year, or third year, we'll give them credit transfer and will take them to the respective years which matches their profile. So for example, my BCom degree only matches, let's say, 85% of the sorry 65% of the modules which we are making you study at our level 8 program, then obviously I have to go to the second year of level 8. If it matches below that, then I have to go through the first year of level 8, first year, second year, and third year. For 65% second year and third year. For 85% and above matching, it's only the third year which they have to study. Clear?
Yes, sir.
One more thing. It's not only the modules, it's also about the number of credits or number of percentage that you had in your graduation. So, for example, if you were, a moderate student who had scored 60, 65 only, then obviously there will be an issue at the embassy. So, to avoid those issues, we usually ask them to come to the first year of level 8 because they did not meet the percentage criteria. They did meet the credit criteria, but they did not meet the percentage criteria required for top up program. That is why they had to come to the first year. Now students who have good percentile, good IELTS, this is the ideal case which I explained in depth before explaining this. So for example, I had 78%, 80% and above in BBA. There is no doubt that I'm going to the third year of level 8. Okay, percentage should be good, credits will match. Okay, because this also happens in some countries and also in India, that we have same degree, like BCom degree is same for any college, any university, but what you will see, there are different modules for every university to university. That varies from university to university, and accreditation to accreditations also. So for example, if I have studied from Kumaon University, I might not have marketing key 4 modules. If someone has studied from Punjab University, he might have 4 modules in marketing. Sorry, 4 modules or 5 modules in marketing. If someone has studied from Delhi University, he might have only 3 modules of accounting, and I might have, who have studied from Kumaon University, I might have 7 modules of accounting. So it varies from university to university also. So lot of things that takes place in the background with the admissions team. That is why we are actually not eligible to tell you whether the student will definitely get an offer letter for top up program or not. Admission team is the perfect person or the perfect team to guide you on that. But in general, BCom third year, BBA, sorry, BCom second year and BBA third year. Okay.
So in that case, what you're trying to say, in essence, suppose it depends upon the percentage in Bachelor of Business, depends upon that, depends upon credits they achieved, they are eligible to apply for second year or else third year level 8 course.
So there is no provision that you can directly apply for a credit transfer, right?
Okay.
So this will take place by the admission team only. So you will apply for master's program, masters in marketing also only, right? But the admission team will assess the profile and they'll check, okay, the student have BCom degree, we are matching 65% of the credits with our program, so he can definitely go for second year. Now second, what they will check, they'll check the percentage of the student. Let's say the student have 85%, okay, the student is perfect, let's give him the credit transfer to the second year. So the offer letter, the overall duration of study will be for 2 years. Clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Any doubt in the bachelor's, master's, or the certificate requirements?
One question. Generally, like the percentage and everything is more for the state board or a CBSE board kind of a studies relevant one. But what if student is in the Cambridge board or an IB board? They have like GPA system. So what are the eligibility for the bachelor courses for the IB board or IGCSE kind of board
So,
students?
so it's actually very similar. If you go if you check, there is a percentage chart that is given. So percentage chart will be taken, will be seen, and according to that you can convert that grades with the percentage. So for example, if you have O grade, if you have B grade, so according to that you can convert. But don't
Okay.
worry, this task is actually not for you guys. This is actually the admissions team task. You guys just need to check whether the student has a degree with a minimum percentage of 55 and above or not. That's it.
Okay.
Everything, every detail will be done by the admission team itself. Why I guided you in depth? Because firstly, to recruit a good quality of students, you need good knowledge, right? So you should have knowledge what is going in the background in the university, but it is actually not your task, right? It's the admissions team task. So you just need to check the basic requirement, 55% level 8 degree, that's it. Okay. Now, again, mathematics is not a mandatory requirement anywhere in in business management or marketing, just a level 8 degree. Okay. So maths is only required for certificate and bachelor's, master's, a level 8 degree, no mathematics, nothing like that. Okay. Now, this we have already discussed. If you want, you can take the screenshots. We only accept the academic score. That's all. होम बेस्ड भी होगा तो चलेगा बट एकेडमिक होना चाहिए जनरल एग्जामिनेशंस आर नॉट एक्सेप्टेड ओके moving forward applications document that we require so we require only three basic documents your passport your education document starting from class 10th till your graduation transcript and the provisional degree or a degree if you don't have a transcript submit all the semester wise mark sheets that is a mandatory case either semester wise mark sheet or a transcript with our proper provisional degree or a degree. English requirement, we accept all type of English test and that sums it up. We only require three basic documents, passport, education document and your English test. That's it. Services and support. So every service and every support that a student needs, we are there to help you out. Career counseling, career support, study support, mentorship programs, social activities, and even in case of getting you prepared for an interview, mock interview sessions. We call alumni from our institution itself. You can go and check it on our LinkedIn page. You go to people, you'll find all the anomalies that are placed at from IBAT. We also call leaders from the industry. So, for example, recently, very recently, I think in the month of November, there was one senior developer, director for development, certain program from Microsoft, who has come to IBAT for 5-6 hours to guide our students and he was also our alumni so that was great student got connected with him a lot of student had the opportunity to personally connect with him and get his reference so that they can apply once they complete their degree. Now coming to the job search, so we have a portal, in-house portal where we put all the job requirements that comes to through the HR directly to IBAT and via LinkedIn and Indeed and other platforms. So it's a one-click application wherein students just have to fill one form for the first time, and after that they can just click and apply. Easy apply, technically, like LinkedIn. Student living in Ireland, it's a economical, place, but you will find all sort of accommodations irrespective of what you want. Student accommodation, homestays, private accommodation, or any other type of accommodation that you might see in other countries also. Here also it's similar. So nothing to worry about that. Average cost of living in Ireland is approximately it is little lower, but I usually take it on little higher side, which is 1200 euros. But on an average, your cost will remain 1200 euros to 1500 euros if you live economically on yourself, right? This is the cost that you need for 1 year for everything included. This is a temple bar which is very famous in Ireland. It is a bar which started back in 1800 century and this place has boomed Wallington Q area where we are located and this bar has actually created this place as a high street wherein every single brand, big brands, malls, cafes, bars are near this place only. And surprisingly we are only 750 meters away from this place. Technically your student will not have any difficulty in terms of jobs, in terms of grocery, in terms of part-time jobs, in terms of transportation. You will not face any difficulty. This mall is actually right on the left corner to IBAT, which is I think 70-80 meters away from IBAT. So any shopping that you want to do, You can come here and take whatever you want. You will have Indian food everywhere. It's a place where you have a lot of Indian restaurants because Ireland has been, in the mobility for Indians for more than 25 years now. So lot of Indians, lot of good Indian restaurants. And nearby only there was one restaurant where I used to go for when I visited IBAT. It is a very good place where you can find all, Punjabi food and North Indian food technically. So it's a good place to go, good vibe. Now, traveling in Ireland, it's very economical, to be honest. You just have to take a cycle pass of 35 euros. Dublin is not too big city. Take a cycle pass for your everyday usage, which is only 35 euros for 1 year. Okay. For the intercity transport, you can take a travel pass, which is 100 euros for a month. For leap card, this is actually a discount card which is given to student permits only. It is valid up till the duration of your student permit, and it is a discount card, prepaid card, where you will be getting discount of minimum 10% to 25% on each and everything. It comes to grocery, food, shopping, or salons, everywhere, bars, cafes. Pay through your leap card, and you'll get a cashback through that leap card. If you want to go to any city, rather than taking a monthly pass for 100 euros, if you don't travel every day, it's better to take a ticket. 2 to 5 euros easily you can travel uh, within the city for a day, because transportations, metros are cheap. There is a pass of 10 euros which you can take for a day pass, where you can use all trains, trams, and buses within the city of Dublin. Okay, so this was all about the transportation. Now, very important question, that how much money will I earn as a student? Because student usually want to work, right? So it is very similar to UK, 40 hours per week during semester breaks and 20 hours per week during semesters. We have 4 months of semesters, we have 2 semesters, and 4 months, which is remaining in a year, which is the third trimester of the year, we give you semester, sorry, as a break. So technically, your students will be working for 40 hours per week for 4 months. And there is one additional 15 months grace period, which is technically Christmas holidays or winter holidays, which your students can use. 20 days a week, it is actually for the duration when you have your classes for your semesters. So 20 hours per week. The minimum wages in Ireland is 13.75 euros, but in Dublin it is usually higher because it's a capital. Secondly, it's a financial hub also, because all the big corporates are there only. So 15 euros to 25 euros is the average cost, average minimum wages that you are going to get. 15 euros is 15 euros to 18 euros is the amount that you get while you work as a waitress or a server at a restaurant or at petrol station. But if you work as a skilled worker, for example, culinary art, for example, um, tattoo artist, you are a tattoo artist, or you are a salon artist, or some sports, you are a certified sports person. Lot of people are people in Ireland are very much into sports, right? So lot of sports academy there, you can get a minimum of 25 euros. So it starts from 20 euros for all the skilled people, it goes to maximum to 25. This is what I have seen. Some people might get some more money as well, but 25 is actually a good number per hour. Now, last question which a student asks is, how will I get my PR, and when will I be eligible to get my PR? Two ways to get your PR, either through critical skill permit, which is actually similar to express route, and general employment permit, which is a simple route. Sorry, slower route. But 85% of the time, sorry, 75% of the times you will get a critical permit only, because Ireland is a skilled country, right? They need people who know, how to work in a corporate, because it's a corporate hub. So 75% of the time you are going to get critical skill permit. 25% of the time you are going to get general employment permit. General employment permit is actually a blue collar job wherein you are working as a, let's say, freelancer or a contract basis worker or a construction worker or a worker at a dockyard or worker at a some store. So these people will get general employment permit, but critical skill permit, all the white collar jobs starting from accountant to CEOs, everyone gets a critical skill permit. What is the criteria to get the PR in critical skill permit? You have to work consecutively for 2 years under critical skill permit. Doesn't matter with one employer or with 10 different employers, but 2 years of critical skill permit consecutively, a minimum salary of 35,000 euros per year gives you an eligibility to apply for PR after 2 years. General employment permit, you need to work for 5 to 7 years, and after that, you can apply for PR. There is no minimum requirement for in terms of funds. In terms of full-time earning, I've told you about the minimum wages in the part-time work, but full-time wages, a minimum of 50,000 euros. This is what you get in Dublin per year. If you work, in other city than Dublin, the minimum wages is minimum of 37 euros. So that is an automatic checkbox. You just need to work for 2 years in a critical skill permit. That's it. Okay. So this explains the same thing which I've already spoken, and that's it. That's all. That's all about IBAT and Dublin, and basic things that might help your students.
Thank you so
Okay.
much, Rakshit. It was really very, very nice session and very informative.
Perfect. Thank you. Thank you so much. So, guys, I just have one question from you guys. After that, we will take the questions from you. Do you guys know about financial requirements about Ireland?
Yeah, Rakshit, it's better if you can
If you can share, that
give the
will be
information.
helpful.
Yes.
Okay, perfect, perfect. So, Ireland का simple है. I think everyone is comfortable in Hindi as well. Okay. So, Ireland is very simple. You need to show the overall fund for the overall duration of your studies. अब वो 3 साल की है तो 3 साल के पैसे दिखाने हैं, चाहे वो लिविंग हो चाहे वो ट्यूशन एक्सपेंसेस हो। 1 साल के है तो सिर्फ 1 साल के दिखाने हैं, 2 साल के तो 2 साल के दिखाने हैं। ट्यूशन फीस एंड लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस बोथ शुड बी शोन इन दी फाइनेंशियल फॉर्म्स। ओके, स्पॉन्सरशिप बोलो या फाइनेंशियल फॉर्म्स बोलो, कुछ भी। नाउ Ireland has a very different way of looking at it. So Ireland talks about first year of education and the remaining year of education. अब वो फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ एजुकेशन में 1 साल की भी एजुकेशन हो सकती है, या फिर फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ बैचलर्स भी हो सकता है, या फिर फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ मास्टर्स भी हो सकता है, अगर इफ यू आर गोइंग विद 2 years ऑफ मास्टर्स दैट हैज अ प्लेसमेंट और समथिंग लाइक दैट। वैसे होती नहीं है इन जनरल, बट अगर किसी यूनिवर्सिटी में आपको मिल गई तो, राइट। सो फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ एजुकेशन में पहले साल की आपको फीस मैंडेटरी पे करनी होती है if your fees is 6,500 or less, which we already discussed, right? अगर 6,500 से कम है फीस तो पूरी फीस पे करनी है, अगर नहीं है तो you can pay minimum of 6,500 euros and take your letter of acceptance, but remaining fees should be shown. Okay. Now coming to our programs. So bachelor's and certificate, 100% fees should be submitted in order to get your letter of acceptance. After that, we'll able to give you your letter of acceptance. For masters, you can pay minimum of 6,500 euros and we'll give you letter of acceptance. Remaining fees should be shown in the bank account. Now for living expenses per year is 10,000 euros. Okay, for everyone and every course, 10,000 euros per year should be in your bank account per year for your living expenses. Okay, फर्स्ट ईयर के लिए फीस तो आपने पे कर दी है। लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस शुड बी इन योर इमीडिएट एक्सेस टू फंड। Now there are two types of fund. One is immediate access. Second one is ready access to fund. Immediate access to fund is a category of fund that is actually in your bank account and you can give it right now. That is known as immediate access to fund. So they need first year of living expenses, technically 10,000 euros, and any fees which is remaining from the first year in your immediate access to fund. ठीक है, अभी हमने ये बिल्कुल बात नहीं करी है कि पुराने होने चाहिए नए होने चाहिए, वो हम बाद में बात करेंगे। अभी मैं अमाउंट बता रहा हूँ बस, ठीक है। Now, ready access to fund stands for funds which will be used for your second year of third year of education and your living expenses. That can be shown in the form of education loan, or in the form of FD, or in the form of PF, or in the form of post office funds, or any other source that locks down your amount. Subjected to market risk, should not be used in any case. That means your mutual funds and your stocks will not be eligible for this particular category. Okay. Now, coming to stocks and mutual funds, if you are showing stocks and mutual funds, you need to show it in the immediate access to fund. That means you need to dilute those stocks, those mutual funds, and show the proof of the fund that this money came from this particular savings, or pocket of sorry bucket of mine. Okay. Now, now let's talk about the ओल्ड एंड न्यू फंड्स कैटेगरी, वो कैसे होगा। अब सेकेंड ईयर और थर्ड ईयर में भी सेम रूल चलेगा कि फीस प्लस लिविंग एक्सपेंसेस दिखाने ही दिखाने आपको, ठीक है, पूरे। अब अगर आप सोर्स ऑफ फंड दिखा रहे हो, टेक्निकली एम्बेसी बोलती है इमीडिएट एक्सेस टू फंड्स में ही आएगी ये, बिकॉज कोई भी पैसा जो आपके अकाउंट में है वो इमीडिएट एक्सेस ही बनता है एट द एंड, ठीक है। इफ यू आर शोइंग योर फंड्स एज एन ओल्ड फंड, देन योर फंड बी मिनिमम ऑफ 6 months एंड अबव ओल्ड। मतलब 6 महीने और उससे ज्यादा पुराने होने चाहिए अगर आप ओल्ड फंड की कैटेगरी में। आप हमें कोई प्रूफ नहीं दिखाना चाहते हो कि ये पैसा आया कहाँ से, तो मिनिमम 6 महीने या उससे पुराने फंड्स हमें दे दो इन योर बैंक अकाउंट, दैट शुड नॉट बी डिस्टर्ब्ड एनीवे। एंड वो 1 year ऑफ स्टेटमेंट आप हमें दे दो, एंड दैट्स इट। ITRs वगैरह ये सारे बेसिक डॉक्यूमेंट सबमिट करने ही करने होते हैं, ठीक है। If you're going with new fund category, so embassy says if you are showing new funds to us that has recently come to your bank account within 6 months of the duration of the fund landing in your account, that means that funds are new। 5 months से लेके 1 day old तक फंड जो भी होंगे वो सारे न्यू फंड्स में आएंगे, ठीक है। और वो न्यू फंड के उसमें आपको सोर्स ऑफ दोज फंड्स दिखाना पड़ेगा। अब वो सोर्स कुछ भी हो सकता है, एम्बेसी एक्सेप्ट एनी टाइप ऑफ सोर्स। फार्मिंग के लिए जे फॉर्म्स यूज हो सकते हैं, बिकॉज बहुत सारी कंट्री में फार्मिंग इनकम यूज नहीं होती, यहाँ पे फार्मिंग इनकम यूज हो जाती है, ठीक है। सो यू कैन जस्टिफाई इट विद जे फॉर्म। आई हैड ग्रोन क्रॉप्स, आई सोल्ड इट टू द गवर्नमेंट एंड आई गॉट मनी एंड दिस इज द प्रूफ ऑफ माई सेल डॉक्यूमेंट, एंड जे फॉर्म लगा देना एंड दैट्स इट। ओके। Your business income, again, your ITRs is your money is transferred from your business account to your savings account should be there। टेक्निकली दोनों की स्टेटमेंट लगेगी 6 6 महीने की, करंट अकाउंट एंड सेविंग अकाउंट की। योर बिजनेस डॉक्यूमेंट सारे, फिर वो चाहे ITR हो, चाहे आपके बिजनेस रजिस्ट्रेशन हो, शॉप रजिस्ट्रेशन हो, मैन्युफैक्चरिंग रजिस्ट्रेशन हो, कुछ भी हो, A to Z जो भी डॉक्यूमेंट्स आपके बिजनेस के होते हैं वो आपको सबमिट करने ही करने हैं एज अ चेन डॉक्यूमेंट टू सपोर्ट दोज फंड्स। ओके। आपने कुछ सेल किया है, एनी सेल डीड, इट कैन बी म्यूचुअल फंड, इट कैन बी स्टॉक्स, इट कैन बी गोल्ड, इट कैन बी योर कार, इट कैन बी योर होम, इट कैन बी योर लैंड, इट कैन बी योर शॉप। Anything that you have sold should can be used as a fund. The funds should be in the bank account as an immediate access. It will be backed by the document of that sale deed, and any amount that is coming through a cash deposit will not be considered। प्लीज मेक श्योर, आपने अगर लैंड बेची है तो जो भी आपके आपकी रजिस्ट्री के टाइम आपने जो भी अमाउंट वहां पे शो किया है, सिर्फ वही अमाउंट आप शो कर सकते हो, बिकॉज दैट कम्स डायरेक्टली टू द बैंक अकाउंट। ओके। सो वो सेल डीड वहां पे लगेगी, ये आप सोल्ड माई दिस लैंड टू दिस पर्टिकुलर पर्सन, वो सारे सेल डॉक्यूमेंट्स वहां पे लग जाएंगे। नाउ टॉकिंग अबाउट FDs एंड PF। FDs and PF can be shown if the FDs are matured for 6 months and above। Technically you have that access to dilute that FD to pay that instantly, then those FD can be used in the immediate access to fund। अगर वो FD आपकी मैच्योर नहीं है, वो मैच्योर होगी बाद में, ठीक है, बिफोर द स्टार्ट डेट अगर वो मैच्योर नहीं है तो वो फंड फिर रेडी एक्सेस टू फंड में चले जाएंगे। दैट मीन्स यू कैन शो इट इन द सेकेंड ईयर और थर्ड ईयर ऑफ फंड्स, ठीक है। सेम गोज विद RD, सेम गोज विद पोस्ट ऑफिस फंड्स, ठीक है। अब अगर आपका कोई और लोन है अदर देन एजुकेशन लोन, एजुकेशन लोन में तो देखो उसका काम ही है वही है कि वो एजुकेशन के लिए यूज होगा, सो नो क्वेश्चन आस्क्ड, देयर इज नो नीड टू डिसबर्स द अमाउंट, यू जस्ट नीड द सैंक्शन लेटर फ्रॉम द बैंक फॉर द फर्स्ट ईयर ऑफ ट्यूशन फीस एंड सेकंड थर्ड years of funds। Okay।
Sir, gold loan is also accepted, sir.
Yes, gold loan is also accepted.
That
I'm
means
coming to
student.
that.
Okay, okay, fine.
Coming to that category. So education loan, no questions asked. You just need to show the sanctioned letter to the embassy from a proper recognized bank. No, small NBFCs that are not recognized by RBI will be eligible to give you the fund. That means उनका reject हो जाएगा, ठीक है? If a bank or the NBFC is RBI regulated, then only those funds can be used. Okay. Now, talking about the other categories of loan, which can be gold loan, which
Rakshit,
can
sorry
be
to disturb you. I think, we are running out of the time. So maybe,
okay.
we can continue this session next week, or you can share the,
Just,
presentation and all. So I
just,
can just
just,
pass on the information to them.
Himani, just 2 points left. I'll quickly cover it. Just 2 points.
Sure, sure.
Okay.
No worries. Yeah.
Yeah. So, any other category of loan that you're showing should be in your immediate access to fund. That means आपको वो disburse कराना पड़ेगा और उसका लोन वहाँ पे loan letter वगैरह सारी चीजें लगानी पड़ेगी. This is all about the funds. Apart from this, sponsorship letters, anyone can be the sponsors from your family if you are able to prove a blood relationship with them. That's it. That's all. Okay.
Okay. Thank you so much, Rakshit. Thank you
Yeah.
all of you for attending the session.
Thank you
Thank you so
guys.
much.
Thank you
Thank
for the time. Yeah.
you. Bye bye.
Yeah. Bye bye.
We'll just